Māori ora in the headlines, Labour's David Shearer is dismissing any talk about a risk to his leadership. That's his response to commentators and bloggers' speculation about the security of his job. Mr Shearer says talk about leadership challenges is nothing more than that, but not within Labour ranks. The three men being hunted by police in Arthur's Pass are now in custody. The trio were found by search teams in the bush near the Howden shelter west of Mount White Bridge, not far from where one of their cars was located. Campbell and Gayland absconded from the Salisbury Foundation in Christchurch last Wednesday. E tohu mō te wā o te raumati, ka heke iho te hukatara me te ua i ngā kapua nui i te rohe o Tāmaki Makaurau. Hei tā tohu ngā huarere, a Philip Duncan, ko te huapai e heke ana te ua i te tairawhiti ki te ika a Māui. Oil giant Shell is continuing its claim for reparation from 8 Greenpeace activists, including actress Lucy Lawless, who thwarted the company's drilling operations earlier this year. The group is due to reappear in court next Thursday for sentencing. Greenpeace New Zealand Executive Director Bunny McDiarmid says it's determined to fight not only the court battle but also the war for the fragile Arctic environment.
They are one of the super major oil giants who are trying to open up the Arctic to get at what remains of the oil up there. And the only reason they're actually able to get into the Arctic to get that oil is because of climate change.
The Israeli Air Force has launched 3 raids on the Gaza Strip. It comes as military top brass weighed a stronger response to rocket fire from the Palestinian territory. Palestinian security sources say the air raids hit an uninhabited area to the west of Gaza City without causing any casualties. And in the US federal taxes look to rise for all income groups, and across the board spending cuts will go into effect. There's a concern from economists that combination of tax hikes and budget cuts, commonly known as the fiscal cliff, could send the US economy back into recession. And there's concern from a teachers' union about the amount of distrust in New Zealand towards teachers and childcare workers. UNICEF research out today shows 93% of Kiwis surveyed want photographs of teachers and childcare workers automatically compared to a police watch list of convicted sex offenders. 80% want fingerprints also run against the database. And the lid has finally been lifted on the NRL's worst kept secret. Sonny Bill Williams has signed a 1-year deal with the Sydney Roosters, which will mark his return to the game since he walked out in 2008 when he was aligned with the Bulldogs. He says he's been out of the game for a long time, but it's good to be back. And finally, Prince Charles and Camilla are having a rest day today before tomorrow's big event, the Prince's birthday. Prime Minister John Key spent a lot of time in their company over the past few days and says he's really enjoyed it. Mr Key says the Prince is passionate about New Zealand and he's great company. Koe rā ngā karere matua mai te whare kōrero o Rima, no hora mai.